Hello and good evening. Welcome to the nice stream. A little bit later than usual. Let me see. I did announce it on. Oh my god, I'm already over speeding. And we are descending. Gotta be careful with that. Okay, clear to go at 60 miles. Let's go into New York Penn station. Yeah, New York Penn Station. There you go. Yeah, good evening and welcome. I am playing my most recent DLC. It was on. Oh, there's. Just noticed there was a W there to whistle into the tunnel. I did not know that there was such a thing. Hmm, that's nice. But yeah. I bought this in discount. It was in discount over the last, I don't know, week or so, and I was a little bit like on the verge of buying it or not buying it. I was a little bit undecided. Steam reviews are quite negative about them, but um, yeah. By the way, those are um from those weird metro trains things that they make some strange sounds. That's what you heard. Hi there, Mix Extra. Also, hi there, Impreza. Good evening. Um, so yeah, it was on discount. I was a little bit unsure if I will get it or not. Oh, to be careful with that. Um, and in the end, I decided to go for it. I spoke with a work colleague of mine who's got it as well, and he was like, "Well, people are complaining on Steam, but he doesn't really find the issues that people were complaining about. Probably they've been fixed after some fixes or whatever." And I was saying, well, I do like Amtrak stuff, and I do like these American passenger trains. So I do like, uh, I do like the Boston Providence route. So I thought that another thing of the same type, or another thing of the same topic, let's say, uh, would probably be nice. Take a break. Um, so I thought, okay, I will try it out, see how it goes. Oh, yeah, that's good. It's released. Um, have you heard about Yeah, I did. It's the Florida's high-speed diesel train thingy. I'm aware of that. But yeah, I quite like this, so decided to give it a try. I've been playing it for, I don't know, probably the last 2-3 days maybe. I haven't streamed it yet, but you know, here I am once again. And I'm having lots of fun. I've already found some annoying bugs on it. For example, if I am on walking mode, let's say, and let's see, do I get I did get the 20 miles per hour. I sort of already expected that to happen, so that's good. Already expecting that to happen. But I'm oh, we're actually climbing. That's why. Oh, okay. I was wondering, like, why is the train still slowing? I'm not braking. It's because we're climbing already. Um, but yeah, I've been playing it, and the bugs I found were related to the ALP-46 electric locomotive, which is a very interesting locomotive. It's based on the German BR-101 series, and the thing does sound very similar to a 101. It's pretty interesting. I quite like it. It sounds like a 101, but it's like a sick 101. I think it's very interesting. I will probably drive it later. Maybe we'll see. But I was in the mood to drive an ACS 64, which is so far the only locomotive I haven't driven yet on this route. I've been driving, well, pretty much a little bit of everything, really. I drove the LLP-46, I drove the cab car, the double floor cab cars, I drove the new Amtrak cab car thingy that comes with this route, which brings the ACS on the back. But I wasn't driving with the ACS. I was driving on the front cab. And then I drove the Acela Express. That was actually the first train I drove between New York and Trenton, and then I brought the Trenton to New York ALP 46, and I'm pretty sure I drove the the double floor cars or whatever. Uh, um, and yeah, what else can I say? What else can I say? Well, I've been having lots of fun, really. This is a very interesting route. I mean, there are some really interesting services here that you don't get them on the Boston Providence line. This one I'm driving is one of them. So currently, I'm just driving the train service 89 from Sunnyside Yard to the New York Penn Station, but this is one of those express trains that goes all the way from New York to somewhere. I don't know where it goes now, but we'll get the timetable as soon as we get into New York Penn Station. Um, but it shows like the train names, like I can't remember what was the name of the one I'm bringing, but it's one of those somewhat special trains, or I don't know, express trains. And you have the typical Northeast corridor, Northeast regional trains, and but you also get these express longer distance trains. But they still they'll run on the same on the same route until they go elsewhere in America. I don't know. Regardless, it's very interesting. I'm quite enjoying it. Um, and I don't have the problems that people claim or claimed on Steam back when the root released. So they were all saying, "Oh, it has lots of performance issues, whatever." And I'm here like, well, I guess I can get a little bit of a performance issue when this station is full of trains. Come on, like this has, I don't know, probably like 20 tracks or something. It's really big. The station, it's really 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 big, and if you fill these tracks with trains, then you can imagine it's gonna get messy very very quick. So in regards to bugs, what I found so far, there's two very annoying bugs. One of them being that you cannot take over the train with the ALP 46 because the locomotive just stops working. The compressor doesn't work, so you run out of air, and then you can do anything because the train just doesn't work. I can try resetting the physics. That works as a temporary solution, but then once you do a few brake applications, your train will just run out of air, basically, and it's going to trigger the BCS, whatever thing that means. It's one of the safety system thingies. I'm not sure how to describe it, to be honest. Oh, and I didn't do bell sounds when they're wrapping. Well, that's a bit of a pity there. Yeah, okay. Right, so now it says that they've terminated the service. Gives me some points. Yes. Okay, continue. And now it's my train, which is oof. Okay, it's scheduled to depart only at 6 and 4 minutes. Oh shit! I did not expect we were gonna wait here for quite a long time. Ooh. Right. Let's go into full service with this. Have it stop here. Maybe we'll wander around the station for a while we are waiting. But let me just get back to my topic before I forget about it, because I know I will forget about it. Hi there, Stephen. It's great to see the station from the driver's view. Oh, you took this. You mean you took which service actually? I'm taking train. Actually, I wonder, does it already show me? It doesn't show me. It doesn't show me the information. Just says on foot. So I'm currently on foot in theory, but I am waiting for that service to start. This train 89. I don't know where it goes. Well, actually, we can have a look at the PIS. But okay, but before I go into that, god damn it, I'm sidetracking here. So there's a problem with taking over the ALP 46, and then there is a problem where if you activate, I guess it is because when you activate the alerter on the locomotives and they go off, somehow they go off on all other trains as well. And as soon as you pass through some other locomotive, you can hear them beeping with their alerter system beeping, and but it's not in my cab, but I can hear it from the cab. It's not here. If I get out of the cab, you cannot hear it, but as soon as I get in the cab, it's very very annoying. It's borderline game breaking annoying. So I need to upload that video onto YouTube and just send it to DTG. Like, guys, can you please do some sort of a hotfix for this? Because it's a little bit annoying. Um, what else can I tell about this? But besides that, I haven't really had any problems where the services get all stuck somewhere. They've been working. What I do find interesting somehow is that trains going the way I came from, so going to Sunnyside Yard, they have these very annoying, very slow speed limits there because the trains go around a loop. I will show you the loop. So they go here and they take this loop here, and they go into the Sunnyside Yard here. And this thing here, over here somewhere, I think it's on this side, this spot here. Actually, no, it's just before the signals there. So somewhere here, there's a train washing area. So the trains go through a washing station or whatever. In fact, I can share you a screenshot of that. Now that I'm talking about it, I could actually show you some images of that. Well, we are stopped anyway, so we're not going anywhere, so we can just have a look at the screenshot. So here you can see I was driving the ALP46 and I was passing through that washing station, which is very interesting. Also, hi there, Garania, good evening. And you can only drive it like 3 miles per hour, so it's it's really slow. And then you get like this whole area with 5 miles per hour limit, so it's really slow, and it starts to pretty much have many trains waiting for a clear signal, and it makes like a bunch of trains waiting for signals, which is a bit weird in my opinion. But then again, when I was playing around with it, there was a train running around, and it was one of these with a driving cab on the front and the ACS on the back. It was actually the one. Actually, it was the one I used on today's present. Well, let's call it presentation screenshot. But yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. So this is actually the train or I was driving, and I took it over from the yard, so it was just shunting. But I just took it over. I entered in the ACS, but because I couldn't enter on the passenger cars because they were closed, because they're locked when they're running. The train was moving very slowly. That's how I managed to somehow climb into the locomotive and just take over. Well, I didn't take over. I went in the cab, sat down on the not on the driver's side, but on the second man's side. Went to New York Central, and then New York Penn Station, and then when the train stopped there, then I took over the train. It was very interesting experience. In fact, it was very. It was quite curious, really. It was quite the experience. What else can I say about this? Really, let me check. I can show you another screenshot of the ALP46. I'm quite happy with that one. This was driving the. Apparently, there's like in the morning. There's like a super limited express train running from Trenton to New York. So it's basically like it's a non-stopping train basically, like for I guess for commuting people, and it runs only. I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, I was checking the timetable, so I think it's only one of them that does this in the morning, and then one in the evening or the late afternoon going back from New York to Trenton, which was very interesting. What else can I show you? Well, so far not really. I think that's pretty much all I can show you because I haven't played that much with this DLC, but basically I'm having a lot of fun. Hi there, Menoram. Good evening. Well, that was a lot of talk. So yeah, you can see some trains moving around. That one's departing one of the NJT or New Jersey Transit trains, and with the ALP46 on the back, as you can see. So far, the trains are not beeping at each other because I didn't turn on the alerter. I'm going to test my theory if it actually triggers the alerter or not. Because I think that it only does it if I turn on the alerter. If I don't, it probably doesn't do it. But it's a probable thing. I don't know if it's actually a thing. Plus, I did activate the ACES and ATC systems because, well, I do like having the in-cab signaling working, even though it's a little bit also maybe on the buggy side. I don't know. I don't know how it looks like in real life, so I can't really judge, to be honest, with these American systems. I find it weird that in all of a sudden it changes to, I don't know, from 40, you saw it earlier, from 45 to 30 miles per hour, just like that. And you're forced to go in suppression braking, which means, brake your train like full, almost full braking the train, just so you can, get. Oh, I like that sound. That was the sound of the train uh, turning on. So nice. Um, well, you get my point. It's a bit of a strange system. I don't know if it works like this in real life, but it's definitely weird. I also find it weird that, like, I don't know how it is in the US, but I find it absolutely weird that there's no line sight signals, so there's literally nothing telling you the speed limit. So it's I don't know, it's a bit strange, but then again, who knows? Maybe it is like that in real life, and I just have no idea. I find it weird as someone who normally drives on other different American routes where there actually are signs, and or Europeans where their signs the signs are actually everywhere. I don't know. I find this a bit weird, but hey, I like driving it with the cab signaling, so I cannot complain. Also, hi there, Mike, Mikey. There you go. There's the other ALP 4060 parting. So we can have a look outside of the train. Um, now that I've done with all my yappering here, so we have locomotive 640. ACS. So, oh, look at the Acela over there. I really enjoy driving that thing. Absolutely like it. Very, very nice to drive. Let's see, the doors are open, so that's done. Let me see if I can find one of the uh, train information screens, which is yet another thing that I kind of don't get how it works. Right, so this is one of the platforms where I've been already, because I've already filled in the map. There we go. So, oh yeah, that's my train. So I guess it says like the first train's leaving, I guess, from these platforms. So it's super weird how it works. Like it doesn't even say the track or anything like that. It just says first, first. But which one is the first? Well, now there's no other train, but there was just a train here. I don't know what it was saying before, but yeah. So we're driving the Palmetto train 89. Which does all these stops and goes somewhere which I have no idea where it goes. It just says it's train Palmetto. You don't go on the platform until you're boarding. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I did not know that. Okay, that's an interesting fact I did not know. We have a lovely train. We have a lovely train of a couple of cars. I think we have what maybe I think it's more than 6 cars actually. Let me see. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is the restaurant. 7 and 8. So you've got 8 cars. Lovely. In fact, as it probably says here on the station information. Let's wait a little bit to see what everything does it say. I kind of wonder like what is the terminus station. I mean, normally like once the service starts I can see it, but now I forgot what it was. Oh my god, raiding Flanny the Fluff. Hi there. Hello everyone. Oh my god, so many of you. Good evening everyone. Welcome. Oh my goodness me. Fluff Railroad Raid. Let's go. Hi everyone. Welcome. You know, I've gotten raids, but I think your raid has been the biggest raid I've got so far, I think. That's pretty cool. That is not pretty cool. That is strange. Very much strange. But yeah, bugs aside, it's quite okay. I'm having lots of fun with this route, to be honest. Can I? Oh, I can climb here. Okay, I never know. I feel as though I wonder if like in real life is it really like this on just before boarding the just before going down the platform, is it all just like this, like a tunnel with tiles? It's just so weird. I don't know. I'm not used to this kind of stations. That's why I wonder if this is if this is a thing. I'm doing quite okay, thank you. Zootopia fan. So we've got still 5 minutes. Well, actually a bit more than 5 minutes, since we 6 minutes, 7 minutes even. Train is scheduled to depart at 6:06, so we can maybe have a look at the map. We can have a look here. So Long Island City. I don't think this we get to drive there. Um, I'm not sure if we actually get to drive there. We can only drive to Sunnyside Yard with the trains running, non-revenue basically. Also, Dave, thank you very much for raiding with a party of two. That's very much appreciated. Where are y'all coming from now? That's nice. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Um, so yeah, we got Sunnyside Yard and I can't really tell if we actually use West Side Yard, but Secaucus Junction, yes, of course. Um, New York Liberty Airport, I remember this, and yeah, you can go all the way down to Trenton here. Also, a fact is that if you ever played TSW 2020, which is, an older version of the game, like really, really older, like, are we really talking about 4 years older or something? It sounds like, I hear, by the way, I hear the SL Express departing. I want to see that, but I don't know where is it going. Oh, it's going that way, okay. I want to see this. Oh, by the way, let me show you this. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. I love this mod. I seriously love this mod. So, there's this mod called the God Mode mod. And there's some interesting console commands, and there's this one where you can speed up the speed of walking while crouched, which is very, very useful. As you can see, I could just do this super powered zoom in in this side of the platform, so I could see the Cell Express departing, and absolutely I love it. So now if I need to go somewhere fast, I can just crouch and walk. I love it. And then the fact that you said you can hear the feet going, like you can hear the feet like blah 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 blah. It's so funny. Yeah. And of course I lost my train of thought. I don't even know what I was talking about. I was talking about the map, I think. Oh yeah, I was talking about the older version of TSW. So TSW 2020 had this one route. I can't remember. Was it even a DLC? I can't. It was most likely a DLC, but I can't remember if it was something included with the game or not. It's so long already. But what I wanted to say is that there was a route there where you could drive pretty much the same section between New York. I'm not sure how you spell this even, but New York. I will call it Newark. Newark. I don't know. It's just I'm gonna call it like that. I'll call it the Liberty Airport Station. Yeah, there you go. So the Liberty Airport Station, between there and New York Penn, you could drive there, and then you could drive from this side here, pass through the Sunnyside Yard, and go somewhere into New Rochelle. So you drive like a portion of the old route that was made for the older version of TSW, and that was pretty interesting. Like when I was driving it from New York Penn to down to Trenton with the Estella, I was telling myself, wait a minute, I think I drove this before, and in fact I did because I was traveling with the older version of the route. So that was pretty cool. It was interesting to see how it looks like now after this whole new version where they made the route between New York Penn and in Trenton, and also very interesting to see, you know, what's after the Liberty Airport station now down to Trenton. So I quite like it. The Acela is fun. You drive up to 150 miles per hour, although in a very, very short section. Most of the journey you do it at 125 or 135 and even 145. I mean 145 miles per hour. There is a section of a very small section where you can go up to 150. Well, I only drove it, you know, that way to. I drove it to Trenton. I haven't driven it yet back from Trenton to. Oh yeah, that's okay. Hold up. It does some quirky stuff in here and restarts my. As you can see, it starts doing some crazy crap with the controls. I don't want you to change my controls. I want you to just leave my train alone and lights go off. Actually, I can turn them on. I can turn them off. I don't need them. It's gonna go to dim. We're in the tunnel now. It's necessary currently at the station. And Pixel, hi there. My paw pads or barefoot paws squishing against the floor doing that? No. I think they are not that noisy. Maybe well, a real dog would sound like the claws maybe doing that sound on the floor, but not me. Jesus Christ, I'm thinking like that's the yeah no. I think this is all good. Let me just have a look at the passenger cars because I'm pretty sure the head-on power thingy is working. Why is it closed? Why did it close the doors? Just realized that actually. Close the doors. Need the door to be. There you go. You go here. Oh, yeah. Do you hear that? It started already. Okay, so it's not caused by me activating the sorry, the alerter. It's just very randomly starts beeping. Okay, so that means I can turn on my alerter and just try to put the alerter on. Sorry about that, but yeah, we have to actually. In fact, we need to go into the cab now. We're about to depart even. So yeah, let's go. Departure. Let's lock the doors and get ourselves on the run with the train. Gotta go fast. Let's see. Will he react to this? No. Don't. Huh? Ah. Okay. So, our speed limit is 15 miles an hour. I'm going to just leave the train running here at 12 miles per hour because the tracks will start to descend a little bit just after the station. You can use the bright headlights now. Having a look here at the nice junctions. I do have my desk light on. I don't want the desk light on. Where was that? Desk lights. Oh. There you go. I like my desk light off. So I like to have, you know, the main screen's controls lit and not anything else. In fact, here maybe. Well, actually, you can't really tell, but some people ask me sometimes, like, why you are not, you know, don't you have the cab light on? I'm like, well, the thing is, in real life at least, if you turn on the light, it's gonna just reflect yourself from, you know, with a mirror, so you don't see that much outside at night at least. So that is why I don't turn on that stuff. So let's use some dynamic braking here. We are touching 15 miles per hour. This locomotive has a very, very handy feature, which is it shows me the acceleration of the consist. So you can actually see here if the acceleration is positive or negative. As you can see, it's kind of moving around because, well, it's because of the couplers, basically, I would say. It's just the cars are trying to push the cars. Um, Sorry, the cars are pushing the locomotive. Well, yeah. But we don't need sorry, oh my god, what is happening with me? I'm just blocking myself. Um, we do not need to apply dynamic brakes anymore because we are descending and we are allowed to drive up to 60 miles per hour. So we can accelerate. Same reason you don't turn it on the car. Exactly, Pixel. So yeah, I always give that example as well because people sometimes just don't realize it that it is counterproductive to actually use it. Another interesting bug, I would say it's a bug that I found, is that you can hear and see sometimes the lights of the trains running on the tunnel next to the other tunnel. So or next to this tunnel. So like for example, if there was a train running on the opposite direction in the tunnel on the other track next to it, you can actually see the lights and hear sounds. And in my opinion, you shouldn't. Um, these things are normally very well soundproofed. I'm pretty sure, and you know the tracks are pretty much fall apart. If the tunnels were together, I would get it, but you know the tracks are apart. They're not together, so find it a little bit strange that it is like that, but that's fine. It's a minor thing. I think the whole the compressor not working on the ALP46 when you take it over is a much worse game breaking scenario that I really really dislike. So the only way you can play with the ALP46 is to start the service from the timetable menu, and well that isn't necessarily a bad thing. Eh, yeah, and you shouldn't see the light through solid concrete either. Yeah, exactly. So that's definitely a bug. That's no doubt a bug. In fact, I don't know like what's necessary to make to prevent it. But for example, on the Bakerloo metro line, this isn't an issue, and the tunnels are pretty much joined together somehow. So, but they're just tubes. So they're not together, but they're not far apart from each other like this exact tunnel. But yeah, it doesn't have that issue. So I don't know. So we are reaching the end of the tunnel, and it is still nighttime. I'm driving on the 14th of February in game, so it means it's still winter time, and which means it's 6 in the morning. It's still very dark, and I'm hoping to see some nice sunny aspect uh, once we get to the end of the journey to see to see that morning light, which I quite like. I quite like the morning light on the game, and I quite like um, the evening, the sunset. It looks super nice in the game. So yeah, I quite like these things. So we can speed up to 75 miles per hour and very soon up to 90. Our next stop is New York. Again, Newark. New York. I'm not sure how to spell that. Okay, so it requires me to break down to 60 miles per hour. And now release to 90. So these are the weird things that I told you about. It's very random and most of the time doesn't make sense. And as you can hear, it was possible to hear the alarm going off on the other locomotive. So now imagine you arrive to the New York station and there's many locomotives all around. You hear that beeping from every one of them. It's very, very annoying. Well, not literally every one of them, but the ones that are close to you at least, you can hear them. But yeah, it's definitely annoying. Otherwise, it's a pretty nice train to drive. The ALP46, I quite like it. despite the weird bugs. It's pretty nice. The alarm is the alerter, so the deadman switch. So basically, it goes off if you don't acknowledge it, and it applies the emergency brakes in normal circumstances. However, for whatever reason, the AI trains somehow trigger it, and they don't do anything about it because the AI doesn't deal with safety systems, basically. So we have the 60 miles per hour speed limit here. To be honest, it's kind of like some of these places I'm already somewhat used to them, so I kind of know where to expect these speed limits. But then again, it's still very random. Still very random. It changes all the time. It's always different every time somehow. So yeah, basically when it tells me to brake, I will brake. I will have to do it, but otherwise it's gonna stop for me. We have another speed limit of 60 miles per hour coming up ahead. There's not much point to accelerate much. Gonna start decreasing the speed there on the safety system, on the in-cab signaling information. Yeah, it's already doing it, so let's apply some brakes, deploy that stuff, and go to suppression already. So we can go down to 60. Good. Apply some dynamics right now because we are going to descend, and probably soon enough I'll be having to reduce to 45 miles per hour. We'll see how that happens, if it's going to be signal information or not. I do think that there is a signal somewhere there where that information is given to me, so we'll see how that goes. There's the 45 on the HUD there, but it's way sooner because of the signal. Yeah, there you go. That's what I mentioned. Another thing is I don't know how is it, how is the system supposed to work in terms of penalty information. Normally it shows me some penalty time when I'm approaching a red signal, which is, you know, kind of weird. I would hope or expect that this information would be shown to me as soon as possible. Okay, we got the information there, but I'm not gonna increase speed. It's allowing me to go to up to 60 miles, but yeah, it's going to decrease now to 45 anyway. And I'm gonna keep this speed because it's going to reduce to 35 or 30 soon anyway. And we are pretty much running on time. We are due to arrive at 6:21. Oh my god, that's an interesting number. Yeah, we are arriving at 61 to Newark Penn Station, track 3. Newark. I do wonder how you spell that. Newark. Maybe like that. Maybe like that. Newark. Because when I'm spelling it, I always feel like I'm saying New York. It's different, but sounds almost the same. Some other train passing by. Oh, yeah, it's an ALP 46. Okay, let's continue. Let's give it a little bit of power. Yeah, pretty much running on time. Look at that. And crossing over with another ACS 64 hull train. Lovely. Look at that. Wave to the train driver. Hey. And there you go. It's doing the alarm thingy. Another nice long train, this thing. It's one of the longer express trains. Probably some sort of a night train. You know, some of these trains are representing night trains, although, you know, there isn't actually the proper rolling stock for it in the game yet. Which is kind of a pity, but also, you know, somewhat understandable or expectable somehow. Let's have a look outside. Or a nice train here. Kind of wanted to. Can I actually climb this? I cannot. It's just the platforms. Oh, I cannot even climb the platform. Well, that's annoying. I thought they would have added this everywhere already. I guess you can only climb the steps then. Okay. Oh, train arriving. Was wondering like if this is a good angle for a screenshot, but nah, I'm not gonna do it. Or am I? Nah, I'm not gonna do it. There is some really cool feature with the with one of the recent updates of the game, which is that the photo camera can do autofocusing for you, and it's a very neat feature. In fact, let me try that out here. I will do that. We'll turn on the stuff there, and we can go into photo mode here. And it's already, I think it's, yeah, there's the automatic focus, and as you can see, it sort of focuses on certain things, especially depending on the angle or the zooming or whatever. And I think it's a very neat feature, to be honest. I quite like it. I quite like how it defocuses everything outside like that. It's so pretty. It looks so cool. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. I quite like that. Let's see. You know, you can do all sorts of interesting screenshots, like I don't know, like focusing on this, for example. Maybe let's do a little bit of zooming there. And I'm not sure if I can do that. It looks like I can't really. Can I adjust this at least? Oh, okay, it's just like that. I wanted to catch the logo there. I would need some further tweaking, of course. So I can't really do anything about that. But as you can see, it's very nice. I could just use the manual focus mode. There we go. So apparently clicking on it does. Apparently clicking on it doesn't work, but clicking on the keyboard thing works. I mean, I really don't. I don't get this kind of thing, but hey, whatever. I'm not gonna rant about bugs. I'm just having fun. So that done. Gonna sit back and this thing off, and we will be able to depart soon. And our next stop is Metro Park. That stops elsewhere still. I like that. Kind of like DSL Express also stops there as well. Departure time 6:22. So we move slowly but surely to our next stop in 14 miles. I'm always so happy to drive the American Vectron. I quite like it. Especially especially the spool up sounds of the ventilators. It just sounds so good. Absolutely amazing. So 35 miles. And soon we'll be able to speed up to 70. And we already get the morning light. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's amazing. I'll have a look outside. Oh yes, this is exactly what I wanted to see. Very nice. Very, very nice. That's exactly what I wanted to see. So we can speed up to 70 miles per hour. So let's give it full power. Oh, full power is not really a good idea. Let's just give it a little bit less. It was Will sleeping. Very powerful locomotive, this thing. So somewhere, I don't know where exactly, but I know there's a place where the speed, there's a signal and the speed reduces down to 45 for a moment. So I have to apply full brakes and then go up again to maximum full speed for whatever reason. Oh, oh, yeah, I know, system, I know, I'm doing shit, I know, you're right, Yeah, I was already overspeeding a little bit there. System tells me right away, hey, wake up, you are driving too fast. So yeah, this is still part of the old route that I was talking earlier. So we are about to pass the Liberty Airport station. And I still remember driving the trains here, and always wondering, why, what's after this? Like what's the other part of the route. It was an interesting DLC, but quite limiting. I think the Trent one is absolutely great. Um, there we go, that's the station. Um, so yeah, I am quite happy with it. I wish there were less bugs. I wish they would correct the bugs, but besides that, it's pretty nice, to be honest. It's quite okay. Yeah, there you go. So you see that signal there is yellow there up on the right there. So that's the one I will have to slow down. So in fact, I will do that right away because I already know what to expect. Also, the ACS 64 that comes with this DLC somewhat behaves better than the one from Boston Providence, I guess. I'm not sure. There's definitely a difference between them. And I can tell that from the power handle. It works somewhat better. Which is, kind of sucks because they didn't update it for the other DLC. it's a recurring thing with Dovetail Games stuff. Unfortunately, there's, for example, another thing that triggers me a lot is the sound of the Taurus locomotive. So they fixed it. They actually made some really good upgrade to it on the MRCE, I think. No, the Dispolog Taurus. So that one actually sounds pretty good. Not perfect, not perfect, but better. But meanwhile, you know, the same locomotive Taurus, but the one for the older Rapid Transit, the BR182, it didn't get no fixes. So it's like, how, you know, why? Just why? So there are these things that kind of triggers me sometimes, but that's why I don't drive them. Yep, there's the 45 mile per hour thing. You know, normally if I didn't have the HUD there on the right, I wouldn't know. I would just drive through. And as soon as I get to this signal, I would need to start braking like crazy. Because there would be just no way I would know. But since I already know, I'm just driving slow already. Come to think of it, I mean, while there's this strange speed reduction here, I was always able to reach stations on time. So if nothing happened during the journey, I was actually able to reach my stations always on time. So I wonder if this is like somewhat, you know, they're counting with this on the timetable somehow. I'm not sure. There we go, and we can go up to 85. It's actually reducing to 80 right already on the. Oh, there's an NG. Oh, it's even reducing to even more. Look at that. Down to 75 apparently. Okay, so we do 75. Yeah, we're just overtaking a local train there. Possibly the one we saw earlier, leaving the station at New York while we waited for departure. I think they should have an update that adds a bandit that ties a damsel in distress to train tracks. No. Why would you do such a thing? I mean, there's people stuck in platforms already, so I guess that kind of counts, maybe. Sometimes you just see, you know, you just see the head of the people on the platform, basically, because they're stuck on the platform somehow. That's also an interesting bug that still keeps happening. So, up to 185 miles per hour. Here we go. Shuttle mode. In fact, talking about shuttle mode, that's how I felt when I was driving the camp car with this locomotive. My god, guys, this thing accelerates like crazy. Like with five cars only. Jesus Christ, that thing accelerates like crazy. It's such a nice locomotive. Such a nice combination of locomotive and the driving cab. It's super nice. I absolutely enjoy it. I enjoyed driving that combination. But yeah, look at the sky there. It looks so good. I really like this. So nice. This is exactly why I wanted to drive this morning train. I was a bit on the verge, like, should I stream it? Should I not? But then again, you know, why not? I mean, I'm just gonna play it anyway, so I can play and comment it with you on the chat. There you go, another local train beeping, and the driving cab also beeping. It just the longer you drive, the more crazy it gets. Speed reduction to 120, 110 rather. So let's reduce power here. Another thing is I find it again. I find it super weird. Like, how is it that the system doesn't, warn me that the speed limit is about to reduce? Like, how? Why? Just why? I don't get it. Like, maybe it's just like that in real life, but I just find it weird. Super super weird. So I see a yellow there on the UI. I'm guessing there's going to be speed limit coming up ahead very soon. We are 3.5 miles away from Metro Park, so I'm guessing we're getting the speed limit to approach that station, which is again something weird. It really forces my train to slow down like completely, like 20 miles an hour often to enter the station. Like, why? Well, I know why, because the signal is red, that's why. So here we still got the green. Very good. Ah, but there we go. Okay. So we go suppression and we lower the speed down to 45. See, this is what I would expect. Okay, maybe the system could at least tell me like a time for penalty or something. But no, it just changes the 45 and wants you to brake. It's just weird. And I can already expect a 30 miles per hour on the next one. That's normally how it works. Okay, didn't even react to it somehow. I'm almost sure there's going to be a 30 mile per hour coming up soon ahead. I'm gonna try my luck here and I'm gonna speed up to 45. See what happens. But I was almost sure I would get the 30 mile per hour speed limit there. And now I'm definitely going to be late. A few minutes late. Mm. So that signal over there is definitely screaming 30 miles per hour. I'm gonna brake because it has the red on top and the green on the lower gantry there. Oh, really? Nothing? Okay. Normally I'm used to that, but apparently now for whatever reason it's different. Okay. Oh, okay. So we are allowed to drive up to 45. Well, now it doesn't matter anyway. We're arriving to the station. It probably didn't give it 30 because the next signals are already green. That's also a possibility. So, arrival to Metro Park while arriving with the other train there. Oh, that's pretty cool. Very, very cool. Hi there, go. Yeah, as you can see, it's pretty annoying that the others, the driving cab is over there, like with the alerter on, and I cannot do anything about it. I need to deal with it somehow. Just hear it. And we've arrived to Metro Park. Pretty sure here we could manage a very cool screenshot. Let's go into photo mode. In fact, I should have done this while arriving to the station, because now it's just not going to be as pretty. But I'm gonna try and do something here. Yeah, okay, no, not that distant. Maybe like this. Very unrealistic place to take a picture, but I mean, it is a game, so we can afford doing that. So do not try this in real life. This is not allowed and very much dangerous. But this lighting looks great in the game. Go. So it's the ooh, oh yes. Oh yes, I like that. Oh yes, hold up. I need to zoom out a little bit maybe. Oh no. No, wait. I needed that other train there with the focus there was really, really cool. That was very, very nice. Again, I really like this automatic focusing thing. It just makes screenshots so interesting. Look at that. Look at that. Bit like that. Pretty cool. Pretty nice. Let's see. What about this? Also, I did some interesting shots where I was like focusing on the people. That was also pretty cool. Like with the train on the background and stuff. Like we can try and do it. Yeah, see, like when I go near the people. However, there is a problem with the people where their clothing sometimes is like clipping the model of the passengers because they're walking and stuff. Okay. Seems like everyone's somehow walking all the same direction, so let's turn around. Definitely want to catch, like, for example, you can see it's clipping here, clipping there. It looks bad. It looks completely broken. That kind of gives me an idea. Oops. The head of the person there. But yeah, as you can see, I wanted to take a nice screenshot with the people, but it's like they're all broken, so that kind of sucks. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Let's not forget the tracks over here. This also looks interesting. Ooh, yes, hold up. Maybe I could do something interesting with this. Oh, that's pretty nice. That's an interesting view there with the overhead catenary and stuff. Very, very interesting. Just zoom out a little bit. Point the camera at this train here. That's pretty nice. With both trains meeting at the station there. Somehow, some nice amount of zooming. Something like this, maybe. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, okay. So, let's go back into the train. The latest fashion trends, yeah. Having your body clipped through the clothing. Trendy. So, departure. can hear the inverter sounds better from outside. Oh, we're stopping at New Brunswick. Okay, that's cool. So another stop I was not expecting to stop at. Cool. Having some stops makes the journey more interesting. So we can go up to 90 miles per hour here. We're going to dash through a station very soon. So I'm gonna honk the horn there. And need to brake because there's a 80 speed limit coming up ahead. I was just thinking to myself, like how I was complaining about, having the system to slow me down just before stopping at the train station. I just realized that the lack of this kind of situation happening at Route 128 on the Boston Providence route is the main reason why I overshoot the station quite a couple of times because I don't brake on time for it. So maybe I should be glad that the system here is telling me to slow down. It's forcing my train to slow down. It kind of is annoying, but I guess in a way it does have its advantages, maybe. We are going to blast through another station soon. Also, I like how the route is not always at zero percentage of incline. So there's always areas where the track is going up and down, up and down. So it keeps you busy with the controls basically, which I like. Ciao Chris, nebo Kriš, vlastně nevím jak to mám říct, ale čau čau. So our station is the one showing on the HUD over there on the right. We are approaching New Brunswick. I wonder, since all of the signals seem to be clear, I'm pretty sure we won't be getting any speed enforcement. So that means I need to be careful with that. Otherwise, it's going to end up like Route 128. And we do not want that to happen. So I am going to go into minimal brake application already and go full dynamics. And I will adjust as needed. Bez spoždění, ne, už máme tak nějak minutu spoždění, takže řekněme, že to jede na čas, ale ne podle pravidel z Japonska, jako. V Japonsku by se to z toho posrali. To se dá, to se dá. Okay, I need to add some more braking force. Clearly it was not enough. Just the dynamics. Very nice stop there. A look outside. And departing very, very soon. Oh. Okay. It didn't go according to plan. I was trying to bail out the local brakes and put some traction while I still had some brakes on the cars because the track is slightly going up here, so the train doesn't slide back. But that didn't really work well. The train somehow blocked the traction anyway, so we did move a little bit backwards. Princeton Junction, next stopping location. Okay, actually this service has a little bit more stops than I expected. Then again, it is the first time I'm driving it, so I did not know. And I quite like that, because at least, you know, we're not just driving forwards the whole time. And that's cool. That's pretty cool, actually. Let's see if I can give it full power. No, not yet. Not yet. Yeah. Full power, and we are on our way. Maximum speed currently at 90 miles per hour and soon raising up to 110. Some yard tracks over here on the right. Speed increased to 110, passing through a station. Interesting station there with only one platform. I wonder what kind of services does that station even see? It looks like quite the station for staff, even not exactly a public service station. But who knows? Maybe it is. The American Vectron is absolutely a pleasure to drive. I quite like it. Ooh, we're getting a little bit misty here. There you go. See, this is the alarm system, the Deadman system, and now, finally, this is the true warning of it. Um, Not like the ones from the other trains that I keep hearing when crossing over other trains. I quite like seeing the volumetric um, fog with this. Pretty cool. Look at that. Quite like it. 3 miles away from the next stop. Looks like the station we see on the HUD there is our next stop. And again, no speed limits approaching it, so gotta be careful with that. I'm gonna deploy already minimum brakes. And full dynamic. Increase the brakes a little bit. Going to be a very interesting screenshot. Actually, you know what? I might actually do this while entering the station. Oh ho ho ho! Yep, that is something. What about closer to the train? Yeah, something like that. Look at that. Maybe I will adjust this a little bit, because otherwise it's not going to. Otherwise, you're gonna get like a really dark screenshot. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty cool. With the fog there. Oh my god, yeah, it looks super good. Okay, good. So we are actually running on time now. 1 minute ahead of schedule. Timetable. Oh, next one is even Trenton. Next stop is the last one. Very good. kind of wish that, you know, with all these routes that we would have some sort of a timetable that we could actually check. I doubt that there's a manual with it. No, I wonder, is there a manual with it? Let's have a look here. I see the DLC page. For a second. Oh, damn you. Our page. Have a really quick look at it. I want to see, where are you? Yeah, there we are. View the website, update history. Yeah, but there's no manual here. I need to comment a review. To be honest, I'm a little bit like torn. Should I give a positive or a negative review, considering there's some game-breaking things? But you know, in the end, I'm having fun, so I guess it's a positive review. So I think in Trenton we will have the approach signals. There will be some speed reductions before we get to the train station. There's a Acela Express passing by. Yep, there's a speed reduction coming up ahead. And I already see one of the yellow signals there. Now I need to get ready for that. Yeah. I'm aware. Reduction to 45 miles per hour. I wonder what's up with this train that I see often stopped here. I wonder if that's, just something for decoration or an actual service that departs later. Yeah, there we go, 30. I was expecting that. This time, you didn't trick me. And I bet with you that the next thingy that we will pass through is going to force me to drive down to 20 miles per hour. I'm just gonna start braking already. Yep, I knew it. I was ready for it. You... So yeah, I was happily running on time, but with the speed reductions and everything, it makes me arrive a little bit late. I do wonder if I try and take one of those services from the driving cab there, if it actually works, or if it's or if the locomotive still misbehaves. Ooh, it's driving a little bit too fast here. Yeah. All right, there you go. See, now since there's a red signal, it shows me the penalty time thingy until when it's going to apply full brakes. I'm just trying to pull the train a little bit further, but yeah, I'm gonna stop here already so it doesn't trigger that. Yeah, now there's going to be that thing beeping there, so I'm just gonna go out because otherwise it's gonna be annoying. I'm legit curious if I can try and take the train. Well, go. AI takes over, and I get a gold medal with it. Very good, very good. I like that. So let's go and see if I can take over the other train. If the people let me go through. Let me go through. Let me go through. Oh my god, then they get stuck here. Okay, you know what? So what is the departure time for this? 7-12 minutes. Oh, that's very soon. Not to worry. I can get there very just crashed my head into yeah. Okay, so let's see. Can I take over this service? Let's have a look at that. Let's see if it actually works. Now how do I do this? How do I turn on the safety systems of this thing? Because I can't remember. Oh yeah, okay, so that's easy. Should be these things. Radio fuse, alert or fuse on. I guess they are on. Are they really though? I feel like I'm missing something here. Blue flag. Blue flag, what's that even for? I'm almost sure I'm missing something. But somehow I cannot see it. Where's the system thingy on this? Yeah, it's cut out. Hold up. There is gotta be a button somewhere. Also, I need to lock the doors already. Where is it actually? Cab reading lights, yes, that's not the stuff I need. Oh my god. Oh, there you go. Okay, I was not sure why I couldn't see that. So, okay, so that's the system's on. Right. Okay, so it should be okay. Apparently I haven't driven this yet. I thought I did. Maybe I just did the tutorial. That's why I thought I did drive it. So, brakes seems to be off. We don't seem to be, well, we're moving backwards. So the locomotive is pretty much not putting traction. Yeah, so you know, it still has the same problem. Okay, so the locomotive just doesn't work. Okay. That's what I kinda... Traction cut out. Well, it does literally say that the traction is cut out. Maybe... Could it be some mistake on my part, maybe? Oh, it does say that. Fault reset? I now wonder if it could be something on my end. I wouldn't be surprised if it would, but then again, I'm not sure. Okay, this needs to go in, cut in. Serial lights go to auto. This have heater, bleeding, graph up. But yeah, traction is cut. That's all I get there. Unless of course it's cut because the brakes are applied. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. What about now? Do you move? Only backwards. So yeah, it doesn't work when you try to board the train. Um, can't do anything with that, can I? Oh, that's the alert there. Okay. So it doesn't do anything. Yeah, basically, it does not work, and that's very unfortunate. Yeah. So to drive this thing, I need to go to the main menu. Otherwise, I cannot drive it. Despite these problems, however, it was a 712 train. But you know what? Maybe I'll have a look at the locomotive. Actually, is the service running with? There's a 721 train. Oof, almost 2 hours drive. Jesus. Okay. Uh, that's a long drive. That's a very long drive. I don't think I'll do this today. I'll probably do another day. Um, I think I will just show you guys the train. Um, just show you the how it sounds like and stuff. That it actually works if you start it from the menu, but it doesn't work when you try to get into it. It sucks. Okay, so let's see. Open the doors, turn on the systems here, cut in, cut in, cut in. This is all, should be all set up. Yeah. Okay, we can do it on lab position. And should be set to forwards. Good. It's all set to depart. 7:23. Look outside. Well, what's interesting is that these trains are so freaking long, they barely fit in the platform. It's crazy. Tak, dobronoc, Chris. Zase někdy. Interesting. Cab lights up like that. A side button like that. So nothing. We have to wait. Maximum speed limit is 15 miles per hour. Need to remember that. They often speed up a little bit on this exit of the station. And you'll see that this thing sounds very, very similar to a BR 101. In fact, it's very, very quiet. I can even, yeah, I can turn on this. At least has some sound. So, the horn is lovely. I quite like the horn on this. We'll open the cab window so you can hear the locomotive a little bit better. You see, this transition is what I was talking about. It makes the locomotive sound like a sick 101, but it sounds very similar. It's quite interesting. I quite like it. So we'll drive to Hamilton, but then I will end the stream because it is getting late and tomorrow is another work day. That's why I'm not driving the full train service. However, I do plan to drive it next time I stream. So that's most likely going to be tomorrow because, you know, I know I will go, you know, I will, when I'll be able to go play this tomorrow after I get from work, I will definitely drive this train because it's super interesting. Almost 2 hours journey. Stopping at all stations. It's going to be quite an interesting drive. Seeing all the other trains passing by and stuff. And then probably taking this to the Sunnyside yard, maybe. We'll see how that goes. And if you haven't noticed yet, the brakes on this is a little bit different than the previous train, for instance. It has a lapped brake, which means it doesn't apply, you know, you have like certain positions and you need to yeah, okay, we're actually approaching next stop, so let's remove power and see. I will go to service, leave it there for a moment, and then put back on lap so it doesn't apply more pressure. It keeps that pressure, and now it's releasing the locomotive independent brakes because it's applying dynamic force on its own. So it has blended braking on its own, and it's very interesting locomotive to drive. To be honest, I quite like it. And there we are. Arrived to the station, Hamilton. And we'll do a departure theme. And then I will call it stream because, yeah, work tomorrow. But yeah, it's a nice route, to be honest. I quite like it. It's busy, has a lot to see. It is relatively long, so you can spend some time with it. Lots of different services, lots of different trains to drive. There's no freight train action, however, but I don't mind that. I quite like what we get in this thing. So yeah, guys. Thank you all very much for joining me tonight. I hope you have enjoyed some, well, tonight's training, that is. And I will, yeah, I will see you next time. Probably tomorrow, most likely. So yeah, good night, everyone.